Hello and welcome to this online Powermill class. Whether you are new to Powermill or manufacturing in general, this course will turn you into a confident CNC programmer by focusing on a basic programming workflow. Whichever part you're working on, whether it's one of the training examples in this class or a complex 5-axis mold in your own shop, by approaching the programming process with this same basic workflow every time, you can ensure that your part is programmed as safely and efficiently as possible. So, before we jump into any specifics with Powermill, let's take some time to outline and discuss the workflow that we'll be following throughout the rest of this course. The first step in our workflow is always the initial setup. In this step, we would import our CAD model, define the work planes or touch-off points from which our NC code will be calculated, specify the stock which we'll be machining our part from, and define the safe area. After the initial setup, we can start to create toolpaths one at a time until our part is fully programmed. The first step when creating a toolpath is to define a tool. You can create a tool from scratch if it's the first time you're using it, or select one from your previously saved tool library. With a tool selected, we can now choose the appropriate toolpath strategy to machine our model. With our particular toolpath strategy chosen, we can begin editing the settings. Here we can fine-tune our toolpath to behave exactly how we want it to, for our specific machine and application. After editing the toolpath to our liking, we can verify that there will be no gouges or collisions. When verifying the toolpath, it's also a good idea to simulate to make sure that there are no glaring errors and that the tool machines the part exactly how we want it to. If we aren't satisfied with any aspect of the toolpath, we can revise it as necessary until the result we desire is achieved. This loop between revising and simulating can be iterated as many times as necessary until we are satisfied. At this stage, we can go back to the tool creation and repeat this process until all the necessary toolpaths are finished. Once the entire programming process is complete and we're satisfied with the toolpaths we've created, we can generate the NC code that will be sent to the physical machine to machine our part. You should pick up on this workflow pretty quickly because we'll be using it to guide us through programming every part in this course. So, with all that in mind, let's start utilising our workflow by starting our first Powermill project in Lesson 1.